Good afternoon, everybody. Today we are back in the basement and we're going to do some more work on the star pool. What I really need to do is, first thing, we need to get this playfield cleaned off really good. It's got a good shine to it, but it's filthy and we got mill wax all over it. You know how much I like mill wax. So we're going to clean that off. I'm going to take the ball kicker off. We're going to clean that, put a new sleeve in it, clean underneath it, wax underneath it real quick, and then put that back on so we can get that so it's not dangling and hanging around. What's this? That is a space shuttle. That is my new machine, 1984 Williams Space Shuttle. The pinball machine that saved pinball, I have been told. And other people have also said that. Very cool machine. It needs the Fall Marks Basement Arcade treatment to it. It works 99.9%. It's got a couple burned out bulbs. There's some flashers that are right here. There's a group of 4 that are not working, so I have to fix them. It needs 2 ramps. It needs a playfield swap. It needs a new space shuttle. It needs a couple plastics. It needs all new rubbers. It needs just the full attention, but it is working. I can do everything, hit every shot, and everything does everything that it needs to. It does the multi-ball, all the cool stuff. What I fixed since I got it Friday, and I've been playing it since Saturday. What I fixed was a lane guide here was pushed all the way down, so when a ball either was caught by the gate or drained or went into the in lane, it did what it wanted because the guide was pushed all the way down to the playfield. Now it's up high, so the ball has to make a choice. It's either going to go in lane or the out lane. So we got that fixed. Right flipper, the spring. I don't know if I still got it over here or not. Oh, here it is. That's the flipper spring. That's exactly how I pulled it out. So the flipper wasn't doing its flip. But yeah, that's exactly how I pulled it out of the machine. So I put a used one in there. So now that flipper works perfectly. The right in-lane switch was gapped out really bad, so I closed that. I just got to tighten it up a little bit, or I have to actually clean it. It works, but sometimes if the ball goes over it quick, it doesn't. But there's also another upgrade you can do on the board with different components that are on the board. I don't want to say resistors, transistors. I don't know exactly what they are. There's a video on how to bulletproof a Williams 3 through 6 board that Dave Brennan did from Dave's Arcade. Check Dave's Arcade out on YouTube. He did it, and he puts 0 ohm resistors and a bunch of other things, which takes away the heat from the board for all the GI and also makes the switches register better. So if you do it like a quick hit like that, it will register it because it can detect that instead of like that. It can detect that, so which is good. So I will be doing that to the board. It's got a bad GI burn on the connectors, but that's normal for any old game. They didn't do them the best when they made the boards. The connectors where they connect up to the power supply for the GI are almost too hot to touch. You cannot hold the connector for a long time without it burning your fingers. So that's that's an easy fix. I just got to repin it. And that's about it. And then new playfield. And, you know, strip down, redo all the mechs. But like I said, everything works. I got it as a project. I knew it was a project. And whenever you buy anything that is project as is, you should know that there is going to be stuff to do. I fully knew that. I just didn't expect it to work this much. I am surprised. Every single switch works. There's no switch errors. If you, that inlane, like I said, if you push it and wiggle it enough, it does work. So there are no switch errors. There's no switches that are registering. It's all good. The 0.1% that is not working is a couple burnt out bulbs and the flashers that are right here. There's like a big group about like this of 4 flashers. Now there are little regular GI bulbs that are controlled here that do flicker, that make the flames. Those do work, but I guess when you get into multi-ball or whatever, whenever the flashers go, these are also supposed to flash. Kind of like the afterburners kick in on a space shuttle or something like that. But anyways, yesterday I did get all my shirts and hoodies and all that stuff. I haven't opened the box yet. I will do that later and make a video of it. So that will be coming too. So if you did win a shirt, I have the list over here. You will be getting that very soon. Dippin' Donuts, if you're here, I'm probably going to bring it to your house because it's actually cheaper for me to hand deliver it than deliver it through the mail. So I'll probably be visiting you and I'm dropping that off at your house if you are watching or if you re-watch this. But I will probably contact you and bring yours to your house. And every other one, I believe, I have to mail. So anyways, let's get to the 2 cameras. There's a playfield. Very easy. What we're going to do is clean it. You can see the mill wax everywhere. I can not even tell you how much I love mill wax. Hey, what's up, Borg Dog? Just going over what we're doing with this star pool and the gallons of mill wax that have been put on it. Let me see, I'm trying to get a good camera angle that will do this the best. That might actually work. I can zoom in that camera. And do I got my Q-tips? No. So yeah, I'm going to zoom in that camera. I do got my, what do you call it, Arnold Palmer. So we're going to crack that open. So after me rattling my mouth for a while, it does get awfully dry. Ew, my wash is done. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on that. I need to get that off, that area cleaned and waxed, and then I have to put that back on. That's my first thing I would like to do. So everybody else that's just joining us, welcome. I am Mark from Mark's Basement Arcade. I stream on YouTube, and I stream for tvMGC on Sundays, 2 p.m. Central, because I love everything about the Midwest Gaming Classic, and I do what I can to help support them and what they are about. So Borg Dog, I can't remember, are you coming to MGC this year? I can't remember about that. Here's a link for the Midwest Gaming Classic. Midwest Gaming Classic is the biggest event of its kind to do with gaming. It's all about gaming, anything to do with gaming, pinball, arcade, video, console, computer, all that. YouTube, here's my link. Right there. Yes, I am on YouTube. I have over there's over 470 videos on YouTube, but it only shows 469 right now, I believe, because they're not all published yet. They pop up weekly. So this will be on YouTube also. Look at that. That's just dirty. Nasty. No. Well, yeah, I'd like to meet you. I know you'd have a blast there. It is a great event. Very awesome event. The best of its kind. It's better than Expo. Everybody that goes to both always says MGC is better than Expo. I haven't been to Expo, so I can't really say, but everybody that I have talked to are heavily pinball people, and they all say I'd rather go to MGC than Expo. I'm not naming their names, but you probably talked to some of them. There's even mill wax under here. I hate that crap. Do not use mill wax, people. Oh, look at it right here. See that? This is a garbage can, right? There's a garbage can. See this? What is that? There. That's where it goes. Alright. So yes, you probably know I don't like mill wax. If you ever deal with anything to do with rebuilding pinball machines, you will fully understand why you don't use mill wax. As of usual, I take pictures because something might go together differently than it normally does. So I want to get this apart and rebuilt as quick as possible so I can get under here. Well, actually, I got it clean. I want to novice it real quick. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, just as long as you're subscribed on YouTube with me, I appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. But anyways, we're back to MGC. Yeah, I highly advise, if anybody hasn't been to MGC yet, if you've been to TPN or Pin Expo, go to MGC. Tell me what you think, if it's better or not. I just have so many people that just say MGC is so much better because of the all-around content on MGC. You know, you can, if you get tired of pinball, go play some arcade. If you get tired of arcade, go watch a band that might be playing, or a wrestling event, or go watch the cosplay people walk around, or go play a board game or something. Or they have old computer games. Go play one of them if you get bored with pinball. Check out any of that stuff. Alright, that is clean. Let's throw a little bit of wax on it, and then we can buff that off. This is wax here. Ooh, did you smell that? Take a whiff. Yeah. It smells like bubble gum that you would get with baseball cards. That's what it smells like to me. Delicious. If I could eat this stuff and not get deathly ill, I probably would, because I love it. This is wax. Anything, it really doesn't matter what type of wax you use. I like this stuff. Oh, I just destroyed that. I like this Mother's. This is what I like. I like this the most. whatever wax you use, just make sure it's wax, it's not fake wax, and make sure it doesn't say cleaner, polisher, waxer on it. That is something you definitely want to stay away from. Use cleaner to actually clean your machine. Use polish to actually polish your machine. And use wax to actually wax your machine. The reason why I hate mill wax so much is because it is like water, and it drips everywhere in the light sockets, all over drop targets. It gets all over behind the playfield. It's just, I do not like mill wax. Not one thing about it. So, what I'm using the cleanest right now is just generic Windex sprayed on a rag, and we're wiping it off. So while that wax is drying, I'm going to pull this apart the rest of the way. We're going to clean that. Actually, I take that mill wax out of the garbage, so that way another video I can throw it back out again. It's a prop, you know, and that's how I treat it. My wax I can probably put away, so I'm not going to use it for a little while. Yeah, they're what do you call it? They're exfoliating pads. These are I get them from Target. They're Up and Up brand. I like them because one side is just like really soft, but the other side's kind of got like bumps on it. Right here, this is the soft side. I don't use that side. I use this bumpy side. It's hard to see what I'm doing. Put this in here. We can get that to focus. There we go. See, this is like the bumpy side. There we go. So I like this side for waxing. It seems to push down more into any of the cracks. And this side is the soft side. You can use either one, I guess. But I just like using this side for it. And then I just throw them away. When I'm done, they just go right in the garbage. Like right where the mill wax is. Goes right with that. I'm going to have to unscrew that. So, anybody else do anything interesting this weekend? I had streamed on Friday from my basement with Buffalo Pinball. Ryan, Dave, and a new streamer, Rob, were here and playing my Wildfire. Well, it's not my Wildfire. It is now belong to somebody else. That is in good shape too. It is not my Wildfire. I can't say that. It's somebody else's. But we were playing that. Enjoyed the hell out of it. Dave had never actually played Wildfire before, and he said it was a fun game. A lot of people would harp on Wildfire and say it wasn't that good of a game. But then, once you play it, then you can make decisions for your own. I'm trying to get on both cameras, but it's going to be impossible. So, Ryan played Wildfire once before, and he liked it, and Rob liked it also. So, it is a fun game. There's like no really good straight shots, except for like spinners, and everything else is just, you got to bounce off of something to get to it, which actually makes it fun and challenging. Or hard and annoying, depends on who it is. Some people like that and some people hate it. I kind of like it. Because I'm more of a, let's say a luck player. I'm not good at aiming and doing all that stuff. So most of my shots are luck. So I like that. I like that a lot. So anyways, yeah, so Friday we streamed from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time on TV, on Buffalo Pinball, which was great. And then Saturday, Wildfire went and got delivered. And then when I got home, then I took, what do you call it? Space station, not space shuttle. Took that out of the garage and brought it in the house. And then wife and I, we went out to eat, because whenever I do pinball deliveries, she always helps me. And my payment to her is taking her out to eat for that. So, which I enjoy doing. So I get to hang out with my wife for a day with no kids. We get to hang out in the car and talk, which is always fun. So we don't get to do that too much. You know, when you got kids, kids kind of takes stuff away from, you know, your alone time. So it's something I enjoy doing, going with the wife and doing that. Alright, that's clean. Now we will clean this off. And I need to get a Q-tip in there with some naphtha. Ew, yuck. And clean that off. Why am I using Windex? There we go. So that's what I did Saturday. And then I got a whole video just dedicated to putting Space Shuttle together. You can see all the fun I had with it. And all the screw-ups I had. And final, where I figured it out and got it up and running. Because it didn't go up and running right away. Because they had no batteries. And doing the typical on-off on didn't work. Until I figured out you're supposed to do it with the coin door open for some reason. Which is weird. But then it worked. But then after I did that, then I dropped my phone. And then I put a battery pack on it. So now whenever I turn it on and off, it boots instantly. And now I got it set to free play. So I can play it all I want now. Oh yeah, that is nasty. It's black. It's a black Q-tip. I gotta get my... Man, that's horrible. Here. There. Black. Nasty. Alright, get that all clean out of there. I have to get my grease. My super lube. Put a little bit of that on there. This goes right on here. I got way too much. Let's get that leftover off. There. And then Sunday, which is today, I played more Space Shuttle. So, and now I'm here hanging out with you guys. Ooh, we don't want to come out good, do we? That's garbage. Clean this off. So yeah, now we are all hanging out together. But yeah, if anybody else has any stories, feel free to share them. We all like hearing stories, even if they're just made up. It's perfect. Let's put you right there. Get you right there. Let's get this in there because we were having troubles with that. can put that on right. Oh, and I took my wife out to Uncle Julio's. So I think it's a chain. Mexican food, pretty good. I still like the local place that's by us. It's not a chain. It's more authentic compared to Uncle Julio's. Uncle Julio's was good, but the place that we go to is actually very authentic. Very authentic. Very fast service. Very polite people. Never ever had an issue going there. But we always wanted to try this Uncle Julio's because it was like a brand new place that opened by us. And every time we went there, was always a giant line to get in. So we decided, well, there's no line. So I'm like, we're going to go there. So we went there this time. Alright, let's get the screwdriver and push that down. That gets clipped into a ring. Well, there's like a groove around the shaft, and then that spring actually gets locked into that, which holds this down. Now we can take the wax off. We'll use green to remove the wax. So why I want to do this is now this area has been waxed. So now I can put this piece back on it. It will stay bolted down, and I don't have to worry about cleaning this area now. And yeah, it seems kind of crazy that you're waxing under the skirt, but I believe in preserving all of the wood and protecting and cleaning all of the wood, not just the wood you play on, but all the hidden wood too. So there. So now this area is fully protected, cleaned, and preserved. Now we'll screw this back down, and we'll clean the rest of the play field. Actually, we'll take the chime box apart. That's got to go back in too. So is there anybody else here that has ever been to the Midwest Gaming Classic? It's a great place to go. Perfect for bringing your family. Totally perfect. It's a great family place. You pay admission and then everything else is free inside. Yeah, I like that. That works perfect. Alright. That is clean. Let's put that under there. Got that out of the way. Mill wax is nowhere to be seen. This. You remember blue is for removal. Green, well, green is for wax removal. This we can just throw over there too. No, we will throw that under here. This we will put here. Chime box. Protect the play field. Right there. Chime box. This has to be cleaned. There. I will need my vice grips probably, and my needle nose pliers, and probably the good screwdriver. I'll use the big jumbo one, I guess. I usually only use this for playfield screws. I guess we could have left that up here. We're going to put all the parts in there. These come apart real super easy. Ew. Big chunk of fuzz. They come apart really easy. These have a curl on the end of them. You just bend the curl up and then this slides out. I will show you. Sometimes you have to use a vice grips or something to bend the curl up. There we go. What I mean by the curl is there. That just, it gets pushed down tight and this allows this not to slide out. Because there's a hole here and a hole here. And that allows that to slide out. These washers we'll be reusing. These we'll be reusing. I don't know what this tape is on for. This black stuff here is old rubber bushings that are garbage. We will not be reusing. We probably will be taking this chime box apart today and then putting it back together next week. So what I have to do is I have to clean all this before we use it, and then I want to polish these too. Get them all nice and pretty. Look at it. See that? Mill wax. And again, take that, slide that out. This is actually bent a little bit. I don't know what these are made out of, but man, they're very strong. I will show you how I rebuild chime boxes too. These washers are saved. This comes out. Then we got more of this petrified old rubber. I do not like this rubber that they use. It is the #1 fail on all chime boxes. It's what makes William chime boxes sound like total garbage. So if you want to see a correct way to rebuild them, I have not seen anybody use that method to rebuild them until I posted about it. Now I see somebody else uses the method with a couple other people. So I don't know if it popped in my head one day or what. Actually, I had a chime box that had a pinball rubber on it. So anyways, we get rid of this old junk. The petrified rubber. This is garbage. Do not buy a Williams chime box rebuild kit. You do not need one. Every part that is here, if you're doing pinball work, you have, except for the washers, and the washers you can get at the hardware store. That will get polished. Now you can see we have some more petrified rubber here. And then there are these this is like old fish tank line that goes as insulation on there, which we don't reuse either. I have something else I use that's better. And this will get disassembled. I gotta take a picture of this. Just for my reference. There. I like taking pictures. So I don't know what I'm doing next when I do something, if I'm taking it apart and then rebuilding it right away, or it's going to sit for 3 months. So I'm always like, these are garbage. I will leave. I know better than that. These are garbage. I don't know what I'm going to do, so it's like, take pictures. Now this is good yet. I can fix that and get that one back in there. This one's perfect. This one is garbage. It's missing the plunger and there's nowhere one to be found. So these I just buy new. This comes apart too. There's 2 screws on here. They come out. Almost threw it in the garbage. Almost threw it in the garbage. Chime box now is apart. We will put the pieces over here. They're out of my way. They're not going to get lost. Didn't need the vice grips. I can put that back. And I can put these back, except for that. If I put my tools back, I always know where they're at. That's like my biggest problem. It's not putting my tools back. Alright. That can go there. That can go there. Let's clean my hands off because they're filthy. Now, cleaning your hands off, you can clean them with whatever you want. But you should technically, as you're rubbing your hands, sing the happy birthday song twice. And that way you know your hands are perfectly clean. And then wash them and dry them thoroughly. That's what they say. When you wash your hands, sing the happy birthday song twice. But I don't need to do that. I just need to get the crud off and grease. Alright. So my accomplishments today, I hope are going to be accomplishments, is getting this playfield clean, getting the a slingshot rebuilt, and the playfield waxed. That's my goals for today, because the other stuff we have worked on before and we didn't need, and I was going to come over here for something. I don't know what anymore. I don't know. I don't know why I was going to come over there. But I was going to come and get something. Oh, I want to get these out. I need vice grips. I don't know what these are. They're like screws. They're wood screws. I don't know if there was something here at one time and they decided not to use them. definitely not used. So they look factory actually. They look very factory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break the heads off of them. Throw them in the garbage. And when I flip the playfield over, the other half can be unscrewed. So there's nothing that goes here. Absolutely nothing at all. But there's just two wood screws. Well, they're two playfield screws that are here and then they're bent over. So, yeah, I don't get it. Alright. What we need now is a Q-tip. I have to knock all that mill wax, the glops of it, out of all these. There's so much. Just glopped in there. They're everywhere. Let me see what else I can use. This is just falling apart. Let's use a screwdriver. Oh yeah, that works great. And just scrape the glops off. There's just so much. Look at that. What else can I use? That's what I used last time. For all the holes I can do that easy. The big holes. These little ones I can't. These need to be all cleaned out really good, especially these little holes. Because these are like little push buttons that are on here that the ball rolls over. Very unique to this game. I've never seen these like little buttons anywhere before. Very interesting. Oh, it's just horrible. All over the drop targets. That one's clean. That one doesn't have nothing in it. Just glops of it. All in here too. It's just caked. Like it looks like wood filler. There's just so much of it. I'm sorry if I'm leaning in, but I'm blocking you. But there's only no way I can get this junk out. Let that out. I have to just, there we go some more. Tons of that crap. Alright, let's go around. This just looks horrible too when you do a playfield. Even when you wax it with this plastics on and you see this junk cracked in everything, it just doesn't look good. I swear somebody used a quarter bottle on here. All these inserts, I had to clean those off before I could even glue them in. because they all were loose. Okay, the rest I don't need a screwdriver for anymore. The rest I can use this towel and clean them out. These have rollovers in them. I just want the wax, mill wax, well, the chemical garbage out of them. I don't want any chemical garbage left on the game. That's a new thing, chemical garbage. Get all that chemical garbage off this game. There. Alright. Now we can get a clean towel and get the chemical garbage off the rest of the spots. Yeah, don't use liquid on your playfield. Well, I have to get this junk off somehow. I'm not going to mix it up with Novus 2 for the next process, cleaning it off. And then have my Novus 2 be contaminated with this chemical garbage. You know what I mean? So I have to get all this chemical garbage off first, so I can use some good chemical polish to clean first. It's just everywhere. At least it's picking up that chemical garbage good. It almost looks like dried milk or something like that. That's what this stuff looks like. And you know, the thing is too, you know, I wipe it off. I can wipe it off dry. And there's no like shine left with it. Because this stuff only works when you first use it. You get your fast action right away when you first use it. And then as it dissipates, it just turns into chemical contamination on your playfield. Now you're probably wondering why I have a bottle of that junk. Well, sometimes when I get pinball machines, that is included with it. So I got 2 bottles of that junk. Alright. Now there's some LEDs on here too, which I can't find the company that makes them, so I'm thinking it's like an off brand of them. So I will not be reusing them in the game. This is going to have all comet bulbs, but I might use them, you know, for like some coin door or something like that action. For something, you know, throw them in a game for free or something like that for certain areas. But this is going to be all 100% Comet game, and that's how I'm advertising it for sale. So I want to have all Comets in here. I don't want to sell a game that's LED'd and say it's Comet game and then have some weird off-brand bulb in it anywhere. So make a note of that if you're interested in a fully 100% shopped out star pool. I have one. That one I cleaned, I believe. No, the back is a little dirty. One of them I cleaned. If you happen to be interested in one, you can get this at MGC. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. And what's thing that's good about my games is all this weird area has been waxed. So you probably won't need to ever go this deep into your game if you bought, like if let's say you bought this from me, you wouldn't have to go this deep into the game to re-wax it in the years, because that wax is on there and nothing is hitting it, so it should keep it protected for years before you would strip it down and need to wax those areas that I got to, like all back here. You wouldn't have to do that for years. Just keep your playfield clean, run a vacuum, a shop vac over your game with like a nice soft bristled paintbrush to dust it. And get your game clean that way. I should make another video on cleaning your pinball machine. I might do that with Space Shuttle, because that game's filthy. But I'm not doing any real work to it. Not gonna like strip it down right now and clean it. That is some junk on there I have to cut off. There's hot glue on there. No, I won't use that. I can't get in there good enough with it. So yeah, my Space Shuttle, I am gonna probably do just a good cleaning on it. Some weird, like glue. It's like hot glue, but real rubbery. I wonder if it's like a epoxy or something. It's used this must have got like loose at one time, which is normal. They probably used it to glue it down. Nothing wrong with that. It's like it was good ingenuity on fixing it. But I just wanted to get that blob off, just to make it look a little bit better. Now it's got no blob on, but it's still glued down. Almost done getting the contaminated chemical off this game. I think that's it. Now I can probably go over it with Novus. This I actually want to clean real good too. The reason why is because I wood glued this area. There's a little bit of wood glue, but the Novus will take that off too. Do I got all the contamination off? Yeah, it actually looks better right now. I don't know if I'm going to fix this ball arch either. Let's see about that. Wow, that ball is corroded. Looks like a stone. No, I'm not fixing that ball arch. It's not hanging up on it. It looks bad, but it's not hanging. So therefore I won't clean it. I mean, I won't repair it. Oh, I do need to get this dirt off though. It's got some like thick, spotty dirt over here that's really thick. Like somebody sneezed on it and then dust fell on it. That's what it looks like right here underneath the apron. Exactly what it looks like. Like somebody sneezed and had the spray all over it, and then somebody took dust and sprinkled it on it. There. Wow, it looks better just like that. Alright, we're going to Novus to it now. I go for some tunes right now. Totally go for some tunes. Well, I was 16, sick of school. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I bought a guitar. I got the fever for rock and roll. Made my money playing bars. Spend my money buying new guitars. Anybody know that song? If you do, damn, you're old. Come on, everybody, get down, get with it. Come on, everybody, get down, get with it. Come on, everybody, get down, that's rock and roll. Anybody know that song? I'll give you a hint. Hardy Boys. That doesn't help you. Sean Cassidy sang that. I don't know if that was his original song or he remade it, but that's the only version I know is the one he did. Come on, everybody, get down, get with it. Come on, everybody, get down, that's rock and roll. Let's clean all these light sockets too. I'm going to do that before I wax. These lights aren't bad. You can tell that they are primitive LED technology. What I mean by primitive is like the first pinball LEDs. You can see how basic they are. They're not bad. They look pretty good in the game. I have to admit, they're going to look better when I put the Comet Retro SMDs in there. It's going to be so much nicer looking. That's looking better already. So what I like about this playfield too, it's been polished one time. And it's got a great polish to it. It's got a nice, super good shine on it. So somebody was in here and actually polished this machine at one time with a buffer or a polisher. Or it was very protected for years. It wasn't by Millwax, because where'd that bulb go? Because there would be even more caked on if it was. Somebody took this apart at one time, couldn't have been too long ago, and really buffed this good. It's either that or, like I said, it's just a good survivor. I think this was just a really, really good survivor. That's what I'm thinking. Because the underbody of the playfield is really clean too. The whole chassis and everything was very clean. It's clean now, but I mean it's really clean now, but it was very clean before. So I'm thinking it was very well taken care of. And I know the guy who I bought off of, and he takes very good care of everything. So as long as he had it, I know it was properly taken care of by him too. So yeah, he did an awesome job at keeping this clean. I know he LED'd it. But like I said, those LEDs do not look bad at all. They look very good to me. I don't remember if I got this area or not, so we're just going to go back over it. Nothing wrong with going over it a couple times. Now this area, that's this switch. Oh, that's just crooked. That whole switch assembly is crooked. I can see it. I can see the switch is actually in the way. I will have to fix that. Yeah, this one's not like that. So yeah, I know the guy I bought this off of, I've bought a other game off of him too, and they were well kept. The other one, I don't think he ever did anything with. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't do anything with, because it was full of dog hair, giant dog hair, and he doesn't have a giant dog. So I know that he said I don't think he said he ever did anything with. He was gonna, and then just never did. Alright. So let's talk about MGC. MGC is the channel that you are watching, tvMGC. It is everything channel. It is not just pinball repair. There are other shows on, so please check out the other shows. We are down actually on content right now because some people are taking breaks. Ed normally does Tuesdays. He's on a break right now because he switched careers. So he's getting his career off the new career off the ground, which I think is awesome that Ed did that. You know, being in a job for all these years and just changing careers, doing something he loves, which is awesome, and that is always the way to go. If you can do something you love and make money, do it. And I know that's what Ed's doing right now. So, hats off to him. Big cheers. Go, brother, and do your thing. So, yeah, he's taking a break right now. He'll be back as soon as he can get everything situated in his life with moving the company, setting up the new company, getting the company off the ground. He does not own the company. He's just letting you know that. He is running a chunk of it. So, but he'll get it set up his way, get everything going the way he needs it, and then I guess he'll be back. I hope he's back. So that was awesome to watch. I loved watching his streams and then participating when I could. But yeah. Ed's a great guy, so yeah, I hope he'll be back soon. Jason does a show on Thursdays. The Gin Master does a show on Wednesdays. Dave does a show with Matt, not all the time with Matt, on Mondays. I do my show on Sundays that you're watching right now. So anyways, if anybody wants to support me, I have new swag. So please check that out. Okay, we got the chemical garbage removed off this game. I'm just going to go over these metal guides here. Get the crud cleaned off of them. That one I might have to take off and polish. Clean? Yes. Done with Novus? I believe so. Let's put it back. Let's get oh, I don't have any more. I don't want to use a clean one. I'll get a cleaner, dirtier one. There we go. I got one that I'm going to wash, but it's clean. Alright. Now I'm just going to go over it. Take my Novus off. Take the remnants of the Novus off, I should say. And get it so it's a fresh surface. Let's get the buzzer out first. Alright, here's the buzzer. Come on, everybody, get down here with it. Oh, we got a spinner there. Got a spinner? Yeah. Have to watch that one. Like I said, these are not garbage bulbs. They will serve their purpose in some odd scenario. But they are not garbage. Like I said, maybe on some customer game or something, I'll throw them in on a coin door or something like that. Something to get rid of them. I can't charge for them because they're something I don't sell. I don't know nothing about them and I can't stick up for them. That's it. That's the buzzer. Buzzer is our Harbor Freight Dremel that makes a ton of noise with an actual Dremel 443 bit in it. And I call it the buzzer. As you heard why it's the buzzer. Alright. Everything's been buzzed. So let's get in here and get the dried up Novus residue off. The good chemical residue. Be careful with these. They will slice you open and laugh at you. Yes, they will. They will slice you open and laugh at you. Some people get McDonald's straws and cut them and set them over them, which is not a bad idea. I just forget every time I go to McDonald's to get extra straws. Trust me, I'll remember the time I do slice my hand open really good on one. I will remember. We do have to fix this switch here. This has a good polish just as it is. From the Novus. Like, you don't even need to wax it, but we will. We will get a wax on it. That's part of the Mark's Basement Arcade treatment. It gets waxed, everything gets waxed. That's why we're stripping it down as far. It's the only properly way to clean a machine. Take it down as far. Now this I'm not touching up, I'm leaving. I might put a, what do you call it? Some Mylar circles around it, which I probably will, to protect it after I wax it. If I can find the ones I have, I'll put them on. If not, I might just actually take some clear. I'll probably do that. I will do that. I will clear them instead of putting Mylar circles on. Maybe I'll put Mylar circles on. That's the thing, is can I find my Mylar circles and are they big enough? If I can find my Mylar circles and if they're big enough, I'll put Mylar circles to cover these. That way later on down the line, maybe somebody wants to, oh, I did get that centered good. If they want to repaint them, they can. If I clear coat them, you're going to have to take that clear coat off. And I believe that's all done. I guess I need to. That's got to get adjusted. It's not adjusted good. Alright. Wax. We're going to wax it. Now we're going to flip her over. Adjust a couple things. Clean a slingshot. Rebuild a slingshot. Fix this switch. Then we're going to flip it back over and I'm going to take the wax off. Let's get two for right now. This playfield's pretty clean. Want to smell? Smells awesome. This I like to put on in a circular motion. Especially in this groove. I like to really grind it in to the groove. Get it down in there. And then shooter lane, I like to really slop it on there, because it brings back a good color to the shooter lane. So I like putting a lot of wax on there, on that raw part of the wood like there. I like really, as you can see, really like slathering it on that. Just gives it a nice color to it again, instead of the white the whiteness. But yeah, where that ball groove is, you get that from not replacing your balls when they're garbage. So you get those arches from years of garbage balls that have been, got little rust spots on them. So inspect your pinballs. Inspect them really good. This is garbage. Inspect them really good. If they get any signs of yuckiness on them, throw them out. Or another thing you can do too is buy a rock tumbler and tumble them. And that will bring them back to normal too. If you do that often enough, you probably won't have to replace your balls for a long time. That will actually prolong the life of your balls. Because it keeps them clean. And that rock tumbler puts a new polish on them. And that polish is what protects them. Because in my rock tumbler I put a little bit of 3-in-1 oil in with them when they get rock tumbled. So that all protects them. And then when you're done with the pinballs, you take them and you wipe them off with some like naphtha or something like that. And then you can put some wax like this. Not chemical garbage, but wax. And you can throw a coat of wax on them. And then that will keep them good. Then all these areas will be good. So next time you see this, there may be some pop bumpers on it. Because what I like to do is I like to partially rebuild and take apart stuff. Because you guys really want to watch me take apart 3 pop bumpers and then rebuild 3 pop bumpers and reassemble 3 pop bumpers. No. That's why you guys only watch one drop target. So I try to do just one of everything. And that way we can do other things that you haven't seen. Or maybe you have seen. Maybe more interesting. But yeah, but if I get enough people that says, yeah, we want to watch every pop bumper be rebuilt, I'll do it. But I just don't think the content is there for people to enjoy doing 3. So seeing 1 is interesting. Watch out for these outside lanes too. So that ball's not meant to go 2 ways. So this way will stab you, this way is okay. This is garbage. We did need 3. I didn't think we would. We should just get away with 3. Okay. Now, waxing, I do 1 coat. I have done 2 coats before, but that's because I've like missed spots. So now I do 1 coat, and then I'll use my flashlight and go over to playfield with my flashlight to see where I missed, and then that's it. And the reason why I put a lot of wax on there, because that's bare wood and I want it to soak into the wood. But waxing, once the wax is penetrated and on top of everything, you can't wax it anymore. That's like getting a paper towel wet. You know, you get it wet and then you just leave it sit and it's still wet, and then you add more water to it. You didn't do anything. it's still wet. You know what I mean? That's how a pinball playfield is. When you wax it once, it's waxed. As long as you hit every spot, it's waxed. Unless it's like really planking and the wood's like split and stuff like that. Yeah, then throw another coat on it or two. Because what you're doing is you're pushing the wax down into that dry wood that's on the playfield that's not protected anymore. So yeah, that I would, you know, wax a couple times. But this has paint on it. I don't believe it needs 2 coats. Now I'm just going over here so I can see the light. See what I missed. Okay, I think I got everything. Now this just lets me see the haze. That's what I want to see. I want to see haze on everything. How did I miss this? See? I just want to get the haze. Make sure I got the haze. If I got the haze, then that's waxed. I like missed that whole area. It almost looks like it can be deceiving though too. That's why I go over it with the flashlight. Now I know I did that area. Right there. Right there. Jeez. Sloppy. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. Sloppy Joe, a sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. Down in Lunch Ladyland. Hoagies and grinders, hoagies and grinders, hoagies and grinders. Navy beans, hoagies and grinders. Meatloaf sandwich. A sloppy Joe, a sloppy Joe. Alright. Waxed. With wax. No chemical garbage. Alright, if you are just joining us, I am Mark from Mark's Basement Arcade. We are working on a star pool, waxing it. We just got it waxed. We're going to flip it over, fix this switch, and rebuild one slingshot. Look at that. How did that even work all these years? Oh, it's bent. I wonder if that got bent from moving. You know what? Now it's off. I didn't break it off. When it got bent, it just, it's like cheap metal. You bend it too many times and it breaks off. So when it got bent down and then when I bent it up, that was enough for it. So what I'm also here too is I am also here to support other people's pages. So let's go here. If you guys could Give a shout out. Go check out Dave's Arcade on YouTube. Check out his channel. He's another good YouTuber and friend and source of my space shuttle. Check out Travis Hovde. That's TravisHovde Gaming. He is new to YouTube. He's got 12 subscribers right now. If you like PlayStation 5 online gaming or God of War or whatever PlayStation games are, if you're into that, check him out. Mike's Classic Pinball is another friend. He does a lot of older EM games, usually like a lot older or newer or a different variety than I do. Check his channel out. Tanner Walters, check him out. He is the EM scorekeeper guy. Pinball Shenanigans. If you don't know anything about Pinball Shenanigans, you're just not into pinball. Pinball Shenanigans is my buddy Mike, and he just is crazy and does crazy things and doesn't follow instructions, and sometimes does the job 2 or 3 times because he doesn't want to read the instructions. Pinball Wizard is another good friend. He does games like I do, but sometimes he just records gameplay, and he also has a TikTok account too. Pinball Mayhem, Jeremy and Ed, they are also great friends, and Jeremy is what helped me get into streaming, well, not streaming, into YouTube video making, so I have to thank him, and Ed is also on tvMGC, so check out Pinball Mayhem. And then TurboGrafx 7, they are also on YouTube. That's Ryan and Dave's channel. But go to Dave's Arcade on YouTube and on Twitch instead of that. So now all these channels that I have listed are under my awesome channels on YouTube. So go to my YouTube page, which is right there. Go there. Like and subscribe, do all that cool stuff, check out my videos, but go to channels, go to my channel link, and all those cool people are all listed there, so you can just go right to my channel link and just click on them and go right to their pages. You don't have to, go like this and search. They're all right there, so check them out. Slingshot. Oh. Both Sonys. Was that it? No, we don't want that one. We want this one. Or did we want that one? Let's get that one. All right. All right, Scooby. Do 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 do. Okay, we don't want the computer on. Both Sonys, one big, one small. That will work. Do I have? No. I need to make one. Sony one. Face cam. Okay, there we go. I knew I had it. I just had to toggle them on and off. We're going to work on the slingshot. Do one slingshot, flip it back over. Remove the wax. And get that going, and then next week we'll have some more fun. So I should have the rest of this finished by then. So there's 4 screws that I'm removing to take the slingshot bracket off. Now this will just come straight up. Like that. Watch your spring. Don't lose that. This will just flip out of the way. This will come up like that. We gotta get the buzzer again. clean the contacts on it. Which I don't know why I put it away, but I do. Get that plugged in. Get this here. We'll get the contacts clean real quick. That's clean. Let's get that out of my way. Put that there because we're going to need that. Alright. Now we're going to take these 3 screws out that hold this assembly down. Put that there. That there. That there. This allows me to get the switch out of the way and get this out of here so we can clean this. Because this is just nasty. It's had to be cleaned, degreased, re-lubed, all that good stuff. Alright, we got that. We'll get this clean. Yeah, it's good. Always want to inspect the end of the plunger to make sure it's in good condition, not got any sharp points on it, because that will wreak havoc. And I can clean this off too. This pops up through the play field. This is the part that hits the rubber and gives you your spring back. This is the kicker part of the Slingshot. Let's get that. Paper towel, and I'm going to block you. Get that there. I don't even know why I bring my alcohol out sometimes. You hardly ever use it. Get that, we will clean this off. So we're getting all that nasty old grease off. That's clean. Get the grease, old grease off this. That's off that. Now we will get coil sleeve. Q-tip. Naphtha. Clean this out. I lubricate every metal to metal part. As we all know, anything metal to metal will wear. This can go back together. We will clean this off good first. I will put this up too, in case you guys want to check out MGC again. Alright, that's clean. Super lube. Just a little bit. Now, like I said, this game will be at MGC and it will be for sale. So if anybody wants to check it out, buy it, take it home, I'm all happy with that. It's going to have EM Scorekeeper on it. goes like that. That's got to go like that. That just doesn't seem right. Why doesn't that seem right? It can't go like that. Oh, okay, well, if we put it together correctly, it does. I forgot it goes that way. You big dummy. I totally forgot how it went back on there. Alright. Yeah, we'll go back down like that. This part is completely done. Did I get that good cleaned with the buzzer? No, I didn't. I couldn't get a good angle on it. Now it is. Alright, it was almost perfect. It wasn't perfect enough. That will drop back down through the hole there. That goes like that. The switch will go back like that underneath it. We will take our plate, put that back on top of there. Get the screw, drop it down through there. Get one in. Get one in. Get that in. See, slingshots are easy to rebuild. That's done. That's working perfect. Now we will take this, and we will need this. Loosen these nuts on the back. Get the nuts off. Put them over here. Screw will drop out. Get the other nut off. I didn't even loosen that one. I thought I did. Uh-oh. Now we've got to figure out where that one went. I heard it. Where did it go? I don't even see it. Ruh-roh. It always goes where you can't see it. Alright. It couldn't have went too far. How can that go? If not, I'll put it back together without it. And I will eventually find it. There it is. Okay. All right, that's out. That goes there. Sleeve, garbage. This, wipe the crud off there, and we'll take our sleeve we just took and throw it on the floor. Wipe all the crud off of here. This is just for beautification purposes, basically. To wiping the coil off. It really doesn't serve any real purpose cleaning that area. Hey Dave, what's up? How you doing? There goes Dave's Arcade. He's the one that I told you about maybe 15 minutes ago to go check out his YouTube channel and his Twitch channel. If you can put your link up, Dave, go for it. I don't know if you can or not, but if you can, do it. That goes like that. That goes like that. This will go like that. Dave is also occasional host with me on my channel, but Dave has his own 2 channels. Just like me, I have a Twitch channel too, but I don't use it. I do all my streaming through tvMGC because I donate all my time. Dave's trying to get his taken off, and he's doing a good job at it. So give him some love and drop a subscription or a follow on Twitch. And like I said, go to my YouTube channel and look at my channel, my channel's link, and that will take you right to Dave's Arcade on YouTube. So give them both a follow. So Dave's Arcade, I am doing his Solar Fire, and he's the one who got me my Space Shuttle that I was playing earlier. But yeah, can you believe that switch, that flipper spring? I've never seen one break like that before. I've seen where they break, but not like break and fold over themselves. But yeah, the game works great now. I just have I really need to repin the GI header off the power supply because it almost burns your fingers. And I have 4 flashers in the head that don't work at all. But like I said, it's a project. I know it's a project. I didn't expect it to even work as good as it did. I figured, okay, I'm going to have some switch issues. This isn't going to work, and that's not going to work. But nope. 99.9% of that game works perfect. It's just I have some burnt out bulbs and 4 flashers that don't flash. But otherwise, it works perfect. Not the best looking, but project game, I didn't expect it. I would expect it to be, if I paid more for it, I would have expected it in better condition. But I knew, I've seen pictures of it before, and I was okay with everything. You have a board for you to fix? I don't know. The MPU board, you know that whole thing you did on your Williams System 3 to 6 video? That really should be done on this one because they are toasty and nasty. Very toasty and very nasty on this board. Very. So, I don't know if I'm just going to follow your video. I really should, you know what I mean, learn to do that all myself. I have the tools to do it, so I don't know, I'll probably ask for your help on certain things, on what to do. But yeah, I really should try to do it myself, you know what I mean? It's always good to learn new things. So yeah, I should learn how to do that stuff. I have the right tools. I have a Hakko, you know, desoldering tool, and I have a good Hakko soldering iron. So that's done. Oh, we gotta do one thing. So, but yeah, if I have any troubles, I will let you know. Or unless you really, really, really want to do it for some more channel content, you can. I don't care. But yeah, let's move this out of the way. But yeah, like I said, I should really learn how to do that stuff myself. Yeah, I'll send you a picture later of what or a video. I'll send a video in the usual spot, and you can see what I'm talking about. But otherwise, here we are. Turn the switch on now, and oh, let's do this. Let's plug her in. I gotta put a new plug on here too. The cord is separated from the plug, and there's just 3 wires there. Now I turn it on, and it goes right into track mode now. I put the battery thing on it, so now it works. But there's 4 flashers right here. Not these controlled GI, but there's 4 flashers right here that are dead. They don't go with the solenoid test or anything. All the other flashers work with the solenoid test, but these ones won't turn on, so I don't know if something's got to be repinned or something that's just bad on the board. But yeah, it's doing what it needs to do, and I can play it. So, yeah, it's not what we want. We want 1 big, 2 small. Well, we don't even need that anymore. There, that's what we need. So now we're just going to take this wax off. So yeah, the power board, that has been upgraded at one time. However, I'm still going to pull it off, check, you know, all the solder joints and stuff. I can see there's new caps, there's a new voltage regulator on it, all that good stuff. But I still want to take it off, look at all the connectors and see if there's any, you know, cold solder joints and correct that. So I want to do that. But yeah, that power supply has been upgraded and updated. So we are set on that. But the MPU needs love. It's doing its job. And I just looked for NB RAM, and they are non-existent anywhere. No NV RAM anywhere. Everything is out of stock due to chip shortage. So I will probably just be putting a battery backup board on it and leaving it as is. I don't know if a super cap will work on this game. Will that work on it? Because we didn't get it to work on what do you call it? The solar fire. So I don't know if it's going to work on this or not. That's looking good. Hey Jeremy, what's up? It's going good. Just went over the space shuttle just very briefly because Dave popped in. Wanted to show him a couple things. So I got it from him, and I'm sure he was curious on how it all turned out. But no, I just rebuilt one slingshot on here, and we're tearing apart, well, tearing the wax off. And I was just telling everybody before about all the channels that I do, and Jeremy is from Pinball Mayhem. He is one of the channels I told you to follow. He does his Twitch show also, but he'd rather have you go to YouTube and subscribe to YouTube. But you can also subscribe and follow Jeremy on Twitch too. So if you got your links, you can put them up. If not, to find him on Pinball Mayhem, just go to YouTube and look up Pinball Mayhem, or go to my channels on my YouTube page, Mark's Basement Arcade, which is here, and you can find Dave and Jeremy's pages and follow them on YouTube. But otherwise, yeah, everything's going good. We're taking the wax off here. I gotta wait for my daughter to get home, and then we're gonna go out to eat. I gotta finish washing my clothes. This game's polishing up real nice. I got all that bad chemical crap off of it. Mill wax, all that's also known as too. Got that chemical contaminant off of it. That was spewed all over every crack, down every hole. That is all gone and removed from the game now. I'm sure there's probably traces of it all over the place. That stuff's like a bad rash. It's hard to get rid of. But I did my usual thing. I can do it again. Where is this? There you go. There. So, yep, that's where that stuff goes. But yeah, just going over the game. We took the Chime box apart. Next week, well, after this is done, I'll go through and I'll clean it up and get it ready to rebuild next week. So we'll do that next week. Next week I should have the playfield finished. Because the last thing we needed to rebuild was one slingshot. So I need to make sure I got flipper parts too. Otherwise I'll be putting the flippers together with old junk. And then I'll have to tear them apart later on. But yeah, just showing everybody how to wax and how to take mill wax off your that chemical contaminant off your playfield. And that's about it. What are you doing, Jeremy? Oh, organizing LEDs. That's always fun. I got boxes of them and I don't even know how to organize them anymore. I think I just leave them in the bags and then mark the box with what kind of bulbs are in there. Because I've just been buying so much from Comet. I buy, like 100 of these, and I've just been leaving them in the bags, or taping the bag shut and just leaving it in a box, and then mark the box. Because I don't buy like a lot of colored or just different assorted bulbs. I've just been buying like the retro SMD warm lights or sunlights. I've just been buying those, so it's really easy for me to keep track of my bulbs right now. But yeah, that's always fun, getting through your stuff and just organizing. It's so satisfying having all your tools and equipment and everything organized. Straight Flush will be a series, of course. I gave you a schematic on that, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. I think I did. I think I gave you a schematic on that. Yeah, I did. Hey, Turbo, what's up? Yes, the whole gang is all here. The whole gang. So, yep, Turbo's another one. Buffalo Pinball, everybody. Dave and Turbo. Buffalo Pinball is 8 p.m. Friday nights, Central Time. Check them out. If you got your link, throw your link up. I think I got all the wax off. See how this lane looked? Because I just totally slathered it in wax. Got rid of all that white. And now it's got like a good, like oak colored wood tone to it, which is really pretty. So, did everybody watch the Weird Al stream last night? I'm pretty sure Ryan might have missed that. I just have this funny feeling that Ryan might have missed that stream last night. I know I sat and watched it for a while. I think we watched for a little over an hour. Never found out who won. But yeah, I watched that for a while. I'm sure your eyes are glued to that TV or computer or whatever you're watching at. I watched it on TV. I watch all my stuff like that on TV. Even my YouTube is on TV. Alright, I think that's done. Woo! Yes, yeah, I believe it's done. Oh, we should buzz these off real quick too. I forgot about them. Yeah, I forgot to buzz all these. Buzzer! The buzzer. I had to get all that mill wax off of them. They were just slathered with mill wax. So I clean off the front of the switch and the back of the switch and all down the switch to get all that mill wax out of there. Which is good. No more mill wax. So next week, if anybody wants to tune in, next week we are going to do the chime box, put the chime box back together. We're going to start assembling the playfield, getting that all assembled. I will have a good part of it. Well, I'll have the pop bumpers done with the Mylar on them or clear coated. I'm going to try to put Mylar because they got the ball wear. This way someday somebody else later on, if they want to touch it up, they can. If I clear coat it, we're not going to get that far. I can turn Space Shuttle back on because everybody loves this game. What else? So do that. I should have my apron back tomorrow. They haven't called me, but I think it's going to be, it should be done. What I did was the original apron had Steve Kordick's signature on it, and I didn't want to just give that apron away with the game because it wasn't going to add any value to anybody. But me being a pinball person, I think it would be cool to have that apron with his signature on it, and I can hang it on my wall. So I figured I bought a replacement apron, and I had the company scan it. They scanned the original apron with Steve's signature on it, took Steve's signature off of it, and then corrected all the colors because they're kind of, you know how colors fade over time. They're like darker here and brighter here. So I told them to take these colors because I novice tuned them and got them back out so they look good. And they redesigned everything, and I seen the proofs and it looked beautiful. So the apron, I couldn't find a purple and green and all white apron skirt anywhere. So I bought like a Grand Prix one, which is red and blue white apron. So we're gonna, they made a giant sticker that's just gonna lay over the top of it. I always thought they were gonna do like little just outlines, and he's like, that's gonna be a pain in the butt to put on, so why don't I just make a giant sticker for the apron, and you can just lay that right over the top. You don't have to repaint it or not. And I'm like, so that's what the printers get paid the big bucks for, that. So I'm probably going to finish my wash, play some Space Shuttle, and as soon as my daughter gets home, we'll go out to eat. I don't know what anybody else is doing today, but that's my plans. I will work on this more. I will start putting switches in it and the pop bumpers together with the Mylar and all that extra little stuff. But we'll do all the regular stuff. I got enough time to get this done before MGC and work out any bugs. Like I said, it was working, so there's no reason. Where am I going to go eat? It either is going to be Champs or a place called Stacked in Milwaukee. It's near Comedy Sports. It's down the block from Comedy Sports. It's a hamburger place, and they got really good burgers. They got these really cool hash browns, and they make their own sauces, and their sauces are the bomb. You just say Cheddar's? I have not been there yet. Where is Cheddar's? I've heard of it. Where is that? That sounds like a delicious place to go to. Cheddar's. I got my usual crack. This came from the owners of my Hurricane. Well, not my Hurricane, owners of their Hurricane. It's a Kenosha on Highway 50. Okay. That sounds delicious. Anything with cheddar is delicious. But no, they gave me a 12-pack of this. So, as a thank you for giving me selling them the Hurricane. But I thank them for buying the Hurricane. It's a win-win for both of us. I get my Hurricane sold. They get a Hurricane. So, I didn't expect this, but I thank them. Everything is from scratch. Ooh, I like that. And this is the bomb. I could just chug this stuff all night. That's why I got light, so I can drink it more. If I drink the regular stuff, it just gets me all wired. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I got going on. I don't think there's nothing else. But yeah, I think that's about it. We got everything we can done on this. And then I got to put the EM scorekeeper on, but that's going to be a separate video in itself. So, I can't think of anything else. And this Space Shuttle is awfully tall too. I think it's got the wrong legs on. The flipper buttons are 3 feet off the ground. And all my other games, they are like 3 inches shorter than that. So the apron is like right up to here on me. Right here. The apron is this tall. And on my Beatles, it's 3 inches lower. So I almost feel like I'm up this high playing pinball on this when I should be a little more lower. But yeah, it's high. It's not like the Sega high where the back is like way up here and in the front is like that. This is just here's the apron on this one. Space Shuttle's about right there. So it's just like you're up higher playing it. I think it's got the wrong legs. but I used 2 of my brand new ones and then 2 good used ones that were the exact same size as the legs. So I'm thinking of putting the shorter Gottlieb legs on it to see if that lowers it. It just seems too high. I gotta find somebody with a space shuttle and have them measure it. It just seems way too high to me. Unless they were all high like that in the 80s. It just seems too high. Where's my ruler? Where is it? Right here. Let me measure this again. So yeah, the lockdown bar is 38 inches off the ground. So compared to that, which is right here. So it's not that much higher, but it's higher. So it's still about 1.5 inches higher. And these buttons are flipper buttons are 35 inches. My Beatles is 34 inches. These flipper buttons are 36.5 inches. So yeah, it just seems high to me. So I think I'm gonna try a shorter leg. I just don't like the height. So, but you know how games are, you know, over the years that they getting sold and stuff. Whoever had this game en route might have sent it out with the wrong size legs. I just can't see it being this high from the factory. It is high. Look at this. And I have another to the top of the game. Is what right here. So that's 8 inches, almost 8 inches taller than me. So I can't even get my camera up that. You know how high my ceiling is. That's 2 inches. Multi-drain. Come on! Woo! I love hearing that. Come on! But anyways, what does that say? No! Dave's got some new emotes. Alright, I think I'm going to kick it. I'm going to make a video and send it to the usual place about the boards on here so we can get an idea of it. I think I should attempt to do that. Yes, it is. I've had that before where it's like down here and you're like, I can't play this. And now this one is like real high. It's playable. It seems, you know, like about that much too high to me. So I think I got some old Gottlieb legs over here. I think I got the short ones. I have 3 different size legs. I have to see what's what. But these were the 27.5, which is like 28-inch legs. Typical EM legs. So that's what's on it right now is EM legs, brand new EM legs, which are it's like 28.5 inches. And these are 27 inches. So these legs would go good on there. 27-inch legs would be perfect on this machine. But, and then what has this got on it? This has 28.5 inches too. My Beatles. Ooh, these are big. These are 30.5 inches. Baywatch. This is an odd game to begin with. Those are 28.5s. And then my Flight 2000 has 28 and a halves. So I think these legs here would be great on that. I don't know. It just seems... These are 36. And this doesn't seem that high. These are like 36. I don't know. Maybe I'm just smoking something, you know. I don't know. But anyways, I gotta turn this off. Like I said, that GI connector gets smoking hot where you can burn your fingers. But anyways, yeah, I guess that's about it. I need to wash my hands. I'll get this wax junk off of them. But yeah, if anybody's got anything to add, anything, want to promote anything, get it in real quick. Check out Pinball Mayhem. Check out Dave's Arcade. Both of them are on Twitch and YouTube. Like I said, you can please subscribe to me. There's my link. If you haven't followed me, please subscribe to me. And you can find Pinball Mayhem's channel and Dave's Arcade channel by going to my channel right there and just go to channels on the menu bar, and they are all part of my awesome channel collection. So all the channels that I like a lot and believe in and enjoy watching are there. I actually got to add a couple more non-pinball ones, but they're just so enjoying to watch. But yeah, I guess that's about it. So I think we're about done. It's after 4. I always go late, and people make me ramble for a half hour. It's either that or I just ramble on myself for a half hour. But I gotta do wash too. I got wash that needs to get dried. Clothes are in too. I got the box on Saturday, so I need to make an unboxing video of that. Hey Goran, hello and goodbye. And this video will be on Twitch for I don't know ever how long, but then as soon as I'm done, I rip it off Twitch and I throw it. You didn't see that. That's my, what do you call it? Ooh, bounce right in the garbage. That's my fun thing I like to throw in the garbage over and over. It will be on YouTube tonight, so if you want to check it out again on YouTube. Alright, have a good night, Dave. And it will also be on Twitch for a short time, but it will be on YouTube permanently. So it will be under tvMGC Twitch and Starpool playlists. So anyways, I guess that's about it. If anybody has anything else, I'm about to hit that end button. Nobody? Nobody. You guys want to hear it? I'll be back. It's Sunday at 2, and I'll have more pinball ideas for you. And you'll have things you want to talk about, and I will too. I'll be at MGC too. So take care, everybody, and later. Where's the button? Right there. Later.